What's up, guys? Welcome back to video 3 on deer food plots in the woods. Make sure you guys are subscribed and you hit the bell so you guys never miss any videos on this series on YouTube. Alright guys, so we talked about entry and exit to the food plots in the woods. We talked about a little bit of preparation on the tools required to plant these food plots. So today we're going to sit back and hope you guys follow along. We're going to sit back and explain a little bit more on soil preparation, correcting the pH and things like that. So once you pick an area you can get in and out of, once you find that area and you cut some trees down, hack and squirt, whatever it is to get enough sunlight. If you missed that video number 2, I talk about what you can do to help correct that issue. But on today's video, we want to make sure we get good soil to seed contact. Most areas in the woods are going to have a leaf layer on that soil. And if you dig down a few inches of the decaying leaves, you'll get the good soil underneath from the decay over the years. So if you have that leaf layer on top, fresh leaves that haven't decomposed yet, then you want to go ahead and blow those off with a leaf blower. Doesn't take many tools to get these done, but you want to blow those leaves off, get all those leaves out of there, and you do probably want to run a small drag or a disc over this to help just disc the soil up. You don't have to. I've done this many times with just a leaf blower. Get that top, layer of leaves off that haven't decomposed yet. Get those out of there, and you can just broadcast the seed over top, and it'll work perfectly fine. You might have to overseed, a little bit because you're not going to get 100% germination, but it'll be a good way to do that if you don't have access to a disc. So it'd be more of like a no plow type method, but you have to make sure you do get that top layer of leaves off that soil so the seeds can make good contact with the soil so they can actually germinate. But with these plots in the woods, most times those decomposing leaves will make the soil actually very acidic. So you have to correct the soil pH. And I see a lot of people using this liquid lime stuff going around. It's been around for years, but there's a lot of companies branding it different ways and stuff. But I would highly recommend you not to use a liquid lime. It works very fast in the beginning, but doesn't have lasting results. It's not a correction for the soil. It works on the initial start of it, but it can be very expensive. Your best bet is to just take your time and actually use pelletized lime. It's easier to spread than powdered lime. You can use powdered lime if you have a spreader for it, but it's just easier to use pelletized lime. It's a little bit more money, but whatever you have access to, powdered lime or pelletized lime. The pelletized lime, actual lime, is a fix over time. It actually fixes the soil. Liquid lime does not do that. It works as a quick fix in the beginning, but then it doesn't last. It dies. It goes away. So you want to actually use pelletized lime. Spread that in there. Most times these plots, if it's in the pines, you're probably going to be down in the 4s. So it's going to be a huge process, a time building process to correct the soil up to a 6.5 or 7. If it's not in pines, then most times it's going to be around low 5 to mid 5s from what I've seen. But either way, 95% of the time you're going to have to add lime to help correct that soil, because if that soil pH is not correct, then those plants can't uptake the nutrients into the plant because it's just bound up in the soil because the pH is so acidic. So don't use liquid lime. Use pelletized lime. It's a year-round process. If you spread it out, say you spread 1,000 pounds or something in that soil, then just let it go. Let it do its thing. Let it work its magic. The following year you come back in. Each year you build on it. It's just one of those things where there's no quick fix. There's no instant situation where you can just do these plots and then expect 100% full results from it. It's just something that you build on year after year. Don't get upset about it. Don't get frustrated. Just take your time, but make sure you do get a soil sample. It's like $15. I would say that's probably the number 1 or 2 mistake that people make when they plant any food plot, whether it's in the woods, in a field, or wherever it is, that they do not get soil samples. I highly recommend you to spend $15 on a soil sample. It'll tell you everything that you need to know about that soil, and it'll make it'll give you the decisions on what you have to do to correct it. But stay away from liquid lime. Use actual pelletized lime. Get that top leaf layer off of there. Get that lime out there anytime you possibly can. I don't care if it's snowing, middle of winter, raining, middle of summer, but get that lime in there anytime that you possibly can. Let it start working its magic, and then when it's time to plant, it'll be better than when it was when you actually started. So make sure you prepare the soil. You get that top leaf layer off of there. You get a soil sample. You get that lime out. Let it start working its magic. Thanks you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll reply to everybody's comment. Hopefully this video has helped you. Make sure you click that bell and you guys are subscribed. I'll see you on video number 4.